was really good show tonight. So if you like Smackdown tonight, so let's go to so I also like to write down major rivalries between that. So between major rivalries and stories and storytelling, so this was a part of the assessment. I'll say 100% promo. So if you want to subscribe in this channel, you get one love application below on my screen below, and two, so here's my new channel at top below, and you want to check out asking me all elite asking takeovers. I want you to check this out. And three, we have a new channel right there. It's Wrestling Vlog Wrestling. Wrestling Vlog Live of wrestling events. So let's do breakdown tonight's Smackdown Live right here tonight. So, speaking of the favorite tour continues. After with Smackdown is over with a quick rundown, ending up with its schedule for the show and a recap. Most of Money in the Bank before into real sign Cena after making his way to the ring, the 17-time champion also has claimed that MT was more of pro wrestling as it is such his face the 4 times. So it was because nobody compares to him from the past percent of an universal. As you with Cena, they talk about how he has been a step ahead of anyone the whole time. At the end, he said that he put CM Punk in a corner by making him fight in Saudi Arabia. And then with Cody Rhodes came to the ring and said Cena was right about everything he said. But he also to remind Cena that he paid him at one event. Randy Orton came to the ring and said he is the man to get over title shot by winning the King of the Ring tournament. After with every night, he also came out to avoid his pain. After was lead to Cena, he was living without saying the overworld as he was walking up to it was all to attack him and beat him down. After with John Cena his hair torn, so he hasn't been his history making one of WWE. He wasn't hoping for, but he did a good job making himself sound like a good adjusted by listing off everything he has done in recent months with specification for everything. I just aware of the topic was somewhat implied a principle. I just took up a way more time than it needed to. So what if you wanted to collect every John Cena t-shirt and you will go broke? He also totally has a new t-shirt for every single city he visits. So I wasn't they didn't bring it up sparkly, but Cena was reinforced to Punk famous tweet to the Miz about Saudi Arabia. So in next match, so we got 4-way match. We got every night. Randy Orton, Kamala Hayes, and Oscar Black. So every night, and Randy Orton remained in the ring to celebrate. So it wasn't because they're a full four-way with Kamala Hayes and Oscar Black. After with Marlowe and Black started trading shots. So it was a while every night, and Orton says sort of the sit back in Boss's date. I was totally locked up once, but Oscar Black took Hayes out, set the ring. After the fourth play it happened, shortly after the match got started. After we returned, the model was taking it to 81, maybe 40 of the fast-paced offense. I guess the best part about this match it was that it was predictable. All four guys would have been legal winners, so it kept anyone on their toes as it played out. It wasn't even true anyone had moments to shine and felt like Hayes was still out a bit more than his sweet opponents. His physically in speed helped him have some of the most exciting spots in the match. So I was told the end of Black and Orton night had a very awkward exchange. After it looked like all three guys had a trouble to figuring out what was supposed to happen next. And I always think that it just was a sold at length for all four competitors. Watson has every night was preparing to hit an overdrive in Boston League to show up of nowhere. It wasn't in yank him off at top rope when Barbaco followed up with a spill. After with Morrow tried to hit a frog splash, but he sunk right into RKO from Orton, which allowed him to pin every night, forcing the win. And the winner of this match, Randy Orton, won the match. After it took into 34 minutes into the show before, after the bell ring, after for the fourth match, that seems that wasn't exclusive even for WWE. I just looked away every night, knocked Hayes down with a drop kick to the ropes. So this was low Bonnet Hayes, so it probably I just said the Saints, the awful man also had knew the announce table was fun. So in next match, they got Shay Cargill, by taking on Power Newman, 96, and Mason. So I knew when second part 2 came out to talk about why he turned on Sosakura at Money Bank, and when Sosakura was showing appear on the screen and said Fatu made a big mistake at Money Bank, but he can forgive him. What if he says, I love you, Solo, next week? So I think next was one of the Queen of the Ring qualified matches. Shay Cargill was out, forced to take on Papa Newman, 96, and Mason. After with 96 and Papa Newman took East all out to wait, so Shay Cargill and Mason square off in the ring. So announces Mason sacks and Cargill for the tournament for last year's, but it was by just education, so it wasn't as well it was so surgery. After we have pioneering in sex from a big audience to be on stage into missing. So I wasn't told anyone out very mental and most of the match and felt very by support and only did a couple of standout spots. I wasn't mostly from missing the field pony into Colgate was tossed over the announce table into Wayne Barrett by pioneering in sacks. After where Colgate was ended up getting to the win by pioneering with Sade. In the winner of this match, Sade Colgate. I just said the crowd has already embraced in second part two. He is already old as a baby face after less than a week. After with subsequent news, the same line about bringing part two into this world and taking him out of it that every day news it has a threat during the late 80s. After with Selena Vega, it had a funny moment with backstage with Nick Aldis. After with he asking for a match with Sonia, and Missy has a nice hurricane seat. Cody hooks her legs around your head instead of such putting her legs over their souls. After with Pablo and Naya could be just a tag team. And next match got Macho C Machine Guns, which take on Riot 6. After with Naomi cut a promo to celebrate her Money in the Bank victory. After she indicate that she plans to go after Timmy Strand and tell it with Blaine, so a women's champion out to respond. Also has Naomi was about to leave Sachs attack Timmy Strand from behind, so the champions tied to and free her off, but she ended up and wasn't getting hit with the master of Naomi was about to cast in, but Sachs stopped her because she wants to be someone to beat TV. Wasn't after celebrate, Alex Suddy and Chris Subin took on So Gacy and Justin Loomis from the White Six and Nikki Cross and Uncle Harry. After Rev and Eric Warren Watts from the Honest and Justin Loomis and So Gacy took control. Wasn't moving by rushing to the ring, attacking both men. It took until after a commercial break. After for Macho Machine Guns to begin making a comeback. Was it for Chris Silver and Alex Suddy? It was too late, and Lewis had a hang leg drop from the top rope to get the pin into the win. The match didn't have much to it, but it lasts. I usually all saints of Riot more often after the stranger absence. And went on this match, so Riot 6. After Lewis is such a honoring the performer, I think it will be nice where he got some sense to show all in single matches. I think where So Gacy Minso was a little off center, but it still looked good. Speaking of the truth, instead of set you free. After where Silence came the strongest in the ring after the break to call out of our truth. He said True, it crossed a line into deep respected him, so he called him out for a fight instead of Ron Cummings as acted with CM Punk. He was so up. Acted with Punk and tried to tell Cena that he needs to stop what he is doing and give the crowd a happy ending to his run. Acted with Punk said the real starting to sound like he's old because Punk is making silence insults and Cena is ready to leave with the belt. Officer has Punk was leaving a 12 attack and Cena from behind again. He locked Cena into STF and while Punk said that 12 hooks to mark Cena. After it took the sole security guard to pull 12 off of Cena. After set in on this last week was anything but the rest of it felt like it was a trade that was already covered in Punk and Cena. Possibly Paul's Punk didn't interest in Celebrity at all. There was missed opportunity. After it seems like that some of what Cena is saying during these hair promos is him wasn't punching some real funnies sometimes and Punk looked like after he having more fun than nothing with exhausting on Cena. So the next match got Solid Flair, Arbor Fall, Leslie Bliss, and Candice LeRae. After a second and Queen of the ring, they couldn't follow match. After we saw Solid Flair, Leslie Bliss, Arbor Fall, and Candice LeRae compete for a spot in the semifinals. After with Arbor Fall and Candice LeRae formed on earliest, wasn't knowing it went after Flair and Bliss to get in. Every advised the Queen up fought back into Bliss took her down with a close body from the top rope and we returned from the break to see Bliss take out all 3 opponents in a tour of Dome as he went on a rampage until Solid Flair put her into figure 8 lock. After this match was more predictable than the present women's and all about on this show. But it had some distant as in good energy. After with Bliss was definitely the standout with some of her high-flying offense. Second winner may have been easy to call, but how the match after we've ended with pretty creative has Flair had overflow in the figure 8 lock and was hit her finisher on Candice LeRae and got to the pan before Albert and could tap out. Supposedly Flair walked away until without making a big deal is out of. And the winner of this match, Alexa Bliss, won the match. And speaking with Truth, he was asked Nick Aldis for a match against John Cena starting next week. After it, Nick Aldis agreed to it, something was all about the squashed wing Flair and kind of a double back body and drop from fall and Candice LeRae. It seemed like after where someone forgot what they were supposed to do, but it was hard to tell. who it was. So here's the main event. So we got Cody Rhodes, Jimmy Priest, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Andrade. Argued with this week in the main event. Also over and King under the ring, the quarterfinal match. Also forcing Cody Rhodes, Andrade and Jimmy Priest, and Shinsuke Nakamura. Argued with Shinsuke Nakamura, I was trying to leave the ring so anyone else had a fight, but Rose had a stunning dive to take him down and just left to Andrade. After he Priest to fight into the ring until significant blackmail came back in. After this match had plenty of time after the end of the show. I just saw all four competitors were able to get in a good amount of offense without any playing rust. After with Cody Rhodes was sent to a Slam Jam, a sponsor table in a spot. Also that felt like it was designed so to get set a table with logos on the screen for a couple of minutes. Also after a few close calls, so making that meal and hit Nakamura with close rolls, both of the pin into the win. In the win of this match, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes and Punk had a beef. This backstage took the sock hands, but was included. They were lucky up, facing each over down the line. I just said I wanted me Nakamura had to send Andrade from the top rope into the floor. It was looked bonnet at Nakamura tripping both Rhodes and Priest onto the top rope with a one kick. Was funny. It's the final award. So, I wasn't on Friday's episode of Smackdown. I spent most of its time on the quarterfinals matches for the Queen and King of the Ring tournaments. I did with Bliss, Seacogi, and Randy Orton and Rose all advised to the semifinals each with face of one from Raw in the next round. But it feels like the finals for the men's tournament, and Randy Orton will take it on. Cody Rhodes appears to be set to play. Also, even with all of that taking up most of the show, the story between Cena and Truth was the most getting onset on this episode. After with Truth was asked for, he received a rematch against John Cena on next week's show. After with the title not playing on the line, the icon is not as also has predictable as their Money Bank match. It probably won't end with a clean win for one Cuttings. But it might not end with a victory for Cena either. And yes, it was a 3-hour show with only 5 matches, so it felt like WWE with a little too much on photo, so the main event was the best thing on the show. I just hope if you don't have 3 hours to spare, make sure that it's on you to watch. So, if you like Smackdown tonight, give me a thumbs up for this review tonight. So it's gonna like YouTube coming poll for tonight. So give me 1 minute. So Smackdown was a great show tonight. I loved it. So we got 6% liked it, 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So it's gonna my X poll. So we got 100% like it show tonight. Like it on Smackdown tonight. 2% is alright, and 2% didn't like it. So it was a great Smackdown tonight. I loved it. So we have a good Smackdown tonight, and was a great show tonight. So we have a new match starting next week on next Friday. We have R-Truth. We're taking on John Cena starting next week. So we have advice as the king of the ring tournaments. So this was a really good thing about tonight. So I was thinking about Kevin Cross has been putting the strings at Raw for months now, and this might be racing and hoping it will all and it we morning with announcement, but I would like to see Cross and set his slides on the board. Henry Child says having Gunther and Cross go back and forth on the microphone is supposed to the piece replies. Andrew with Cross says might be the most on the mic. Andrew but Gunther is elite at bringing his rivalries to that would make for anything lead up to a Gunther we take on King Cross match was a world heavyweight title. So, do you think King Cross has a title pistol against Gunther? So let me know your thoughts about this match. So I was thinking about second Henry. He might be gonna be NIL program Neil versus Stars. So Tyson O'Neil has a son, and Mark Henry had a son, and Scott Steiner had a son too. Might make some Neil versus top stars for becoming WWE sometime in May Whistle. I think. So we're just a new title of John Cena. It says John Cena 25. And now on my fastest card. So I'm gonna show you guys the pop-up screen in a few minutes here. So I got my notes down to the tournaments for the King of the Ring and Queens tournament. I've been taking up notes every day. I do. So I had this down. I think. Give me 1 second here. So I got women's tournament down here. I got for a man's side as well. So I'm gonna write it. So we have. So I'll submit more just down. I got Say Cargill on my list on the bonus tournament. So let me see. Just a minute. I'm gonna tell you guys. Just it's gonna be 2K25 cars on my fastest. You want to see this? So here's in my fastest cars. So this one on Sonic 25 is on now enable on 2K25. On now enable. So I just make this new title of Sonic 25 in my fastest. You could parts of his title series of my fastest series able now. When the puzzles poems, I think. I think it Sonic no, my fastest card. I should get it myself. So this was the best thing to have. So I thought Sonic is a ethnic art finally getting some like one cuttings of tonight and Sonic and Nick has been arguing at the past days or to go tonight. So I'll say A was good and B. So B was the best to have Palo's best days. I'll go with a B or A. So do you think of the Miz might be in TV soon? I think. Wait a second. I saw this screen here. It says it was not expected to see Gianna Apostle on WWE TV tonight, but no. Comment I still support my favorites in wrestling. Okay, this is strange here. So I'm gonna show you guys a quick minute in your screen here. It was Gianna Apostle at WWE screens on Smackdown screen. And you will just commercial break. So it was whole. Gianna Apostle is on TV screen. So that's Gianna Apostle is on TV screen. So I saw it as my TV screen. So it was Gianna Apostle is on my TV screen when I saw this into commercial break. So this is what's strange. Okay, this is really awkward when Gianna Apostle is on TV tonight. So, okay, this is strange. Here. So give me 1 second here. I'm gonna see a couple more tweets. So let me see here. So let me see a couple more here. Between that. Oh yeah, it's more. So Tony Khan has been tweeting this out a while ago on 18th. and Thanksgiving Wars in Mexico. So we have Athena, Buddy Starks, we take on Vanya Rosa and Polype. No, not Polype. Plus Athena. Will be on Wednesday, June 18th. So I haven't heard it from my new Way pack. I just got that pack a while ago. I just had it. So I'm hoping that Big Global be on DLC pack. Do you think Big Global be on W2K25? I think. Or might could be somebody else in 2K25 pack. So I've been hoping about Big Global will sort up this game soon to release this package. So do you think is Sonny Knockerfield or Travis Scott? So what do you think in your thoughts? My Superset Live, Superset in your comments below. I think. So we haven't been white since 18. When you to buy your packs on my 2K25. So I was thinking about Travis Scott in that game. I think it might could be is Goodieborg or Danny Balls might be in the game too. So what you guys about thinking about this game? So do you think Danny Balls could be on the game? I think. Or might be, I'll say Travis Scott, Big Global, or the Ambrose. They're just top names. I think. So I was thinking about that. I think. So do you think Penta be on the game or Simon Grace? So it's just mystery. So I was thinking I found some mystery guests. I think in my classes. So let me see a couple more. Hold on. So speaking of Naomi is back, Big Sam get on, I think. So starting next week we have say also in the King of the Ring tournament, the mystery slot could be next week. It might could be say also in that pistol for King of the Ring tournament. I think it might be on Raw in mystery King of the Ring tournament. Hopefully, I think. So I was talking about Ron Curtis attack John Cena, beat John Cena STF. So that was crazy to see that coming. I like Ron Curtis. So he's my favorite part of this about to be R-Truth. Has Ron Curtis, his real name, I think. So I got to see his kill TV before Smackdown tonight. And listed in Kentucky. So I was shocked to be the newest member of the byline onto the main event. So I might watch that tomorrow night. I think, he said. So here's a new match for Gabby Wolves in Mexico. So that leaves Molly, we take on Blue Painful. Join, I say, next Wednesday. It says all rates in CMLL. That's what I just said. After between Sammy also said, I just be trying minding his business. That's what he said. And so Cena was asked about Sammy also and says, what is R-Truth was at? And Sammy also looked to Cena and he said, no. And so Cena was marching down to the ring. He was to meet Ron Cummings as R-Truth. That's what he said all along. So Jonathan is supposed to be 50 days as WWE champion. Have you been enjoying his title longest reign of all time? So I want to see Sonic Cena may take his title belt off of him into 90 champions who's casting in with this pin case. I'm hoping Seth Rollins could take Sonic Cena's title off of him. Do you think about that? So I'm just thinking for a thoughtful chaotic scenes was spotted backstage at Smackdown tonight ahead of tonight's episode of Smackdown. And chaotic scenes is back. Report of thoughtful select giving us update on whole of tonight. So speaking of Trish Stratus might join you next week on Smackdown as well. Trish Stratus. So Trish Stratus, I'm filming a movie, guys, so excited to join this cast. So Trish Stratus will be here starting next week on Smackdown. So let me see any matches for next week on Smackdown, I think. So let me see here. Hold on. So for next week. So let me see here. Hold on. Okay, it's nothing there. Hold on. So give me 1 second here. Hold on. Trish Stratus. So Trish Stratus will be here next week to return on Smackdown for the following next weekend. He was a legendary. He was coming here starting next week on Smackdown. So let me see Monday Night Raw had any matches announced for next week. So give me 1 second here. Okay, so we haven't heard anything of this. So give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, so we haven't heard anything since next week. Oh yeah, next week we have Jimmy Pacquiao, Ricky Rodriguez, and now Serena with advised to the semifinals next week. So let me see a couple more. Hold on. So I've been hearing about RVD, who says announced he and he and his wife are expanding to exile in 2026. RVD of Legendary is having a baby starting next year, 2026. So I've been thinking about that, I think. Let's say about next year. So I'll be memo of this the top below on Smackdown, the top below of it. It might be a dance of disco and from Return Tonight. I just remember that, I think. So Mark Henry has a birthday today. It says, Happy birthday, Mark Henry, the strongest man. So, let me see. Here's Mr. Iguana and Dan Hassan of Elizabeth Man. I think. So Amy Page has been tweeting this out. It says he has 1,001 total squabbles and 530 fails. He's been tweeting this out on the go. So next week we have Teammate Wrestling on next Thursday night. We have Teammate Wrestling, and we have more Wrestling Stack shows of shows. So thank you for watching our Smackdown review tonight. Thank you for support on this review. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so passionate to support my channel. Thank you very much. So, I've been doing this. I've been starting doing YouTube just like back into the years like when I started doing YouTube videos, this content. I've been doing it for 2 to 3 years like back in 2018. It's been about a long time, I think. So almost 2025 now, this year. So last year, I've been making YouTube content, and I've been posting videos of you guys. So this was incredible, I think, to be. So, do you think we might come back soon, I think? Maybe it has a taxi panel, maybe, or two. So someday I'm gonna have 2 TVs for me. I'm gonna watch wrestling, and the second one I'm doing on a new podcast soon. So I'm gonna set up my new office very, very soon. So I'm going to have a new podcast sometime this week. Yeah, it's alright. I just understand that. So, do you think the also review has a final delivery key on the way to entrance? It's going next week, I think. So, there's more announced. Sassy Boycott has announced on July 5th the new Indie God Becomes Serbian Remotely's Pro Wrestling will be starting next month, July 5th. So, thank you for watching tonight's Smackdown. We're wrapping up right here, right now. So have a wrestling night. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys next week on Monday Night Raw review. It's going next week. We'll do it live right here on Monday night. So have a good night. I'll see you this time. Have a good one, guys. Peace.